The three new Chalk Mousse colors are Strawberry Frappe, Coconut Sorbet, and Mint Mojito. I have a full video tutorial just on these mousse and on the different types of materials that you can use them on, and I will link that video just above at the end, and I'll also put it in the description as well. Today we have a basic tutorial, and we are going to solely concentrate on using these brand new chalk mousse and this new stencil that Tonic had brought out. And this is something that complements the chalk mousse perfectly. We're going to go ahead and use it on black cardstock, grey cardstock, and white watercolor card. So I would recommend using a plastic or a metal palette knife rather than a silicone one, because you want something that's a little bit more rigid. The chalk mousse blend together beautifully, and it does take a little bit longer to dry than, say, embellishment mousse, but not as long to dry as your crackle mousse, so it kind of sits somewhere in between. I'm really excited about this chalk mousse from Tonic Studios. I spoke to Richard in the office when I was in Wales a couple of years ago and said it would be really great if we could have something matte in a mousse format, something like a chalk mousse, and asked him if he would look into it for me. So not only did he look into it, but he decided that this was a product that Tonic Studios were going to release. And so after extensive testing towards the end of last year, I think we finally got the formula right, and so here we are today. So that's why I'm really excited about this launch, and I'm just really happy that they brought it out. Because the stencil has a repeating symmetrical pattern, you can just follow along the pattern to create larger areas to stencil with, either with your inks or like I'm doing here with your chalk mousse. I wanted to kind of keep all of these cards really similar, because the stars of the show are the chalk mousse and the stencil. So I've picked a couple of sentiments and we stamped them out with black ink, and then we white heat embossed them on grey and black card as well. We're going to cut them up and use them in various different ways. I'm also using my brand new mini trimmer from Tonic Studios. When I first got this, I was really disappointed until I opened it up and started using it, and I love it so much. I think it's going to be a staple, especially when you're trimming the sentiments for your cards. I've also cut out a bunch of dies, like these bicycle dies, and that's from the Summer Fun die set from Tonic Studios, and also those stocks from the Compassion and Poppy's stamp and die sets. So I've done them in different colours, and I've just put all the sentiments and the die cuts to one side, because I want to go ahead and splatter some white acrylic ink onto all of my panels. Now that we have all of our sentiments and our die cuts out of the way, we're going to go ahead and start building these cards. They're all going to be very similar, but hopefully the stars of the show will continue to be the wonderful Chalk Mousse and that brand new heart stencil. I hope I've given you a couple of ideas how to use the Nuvo Chalk Mousse and this new stencil from Tonic Studios. So I'm just going to quickly go over the projects that I made, and as you can see, they're all similar, but a little bit different, and I think they work perfectly together for like a set. A full list of all the materials I've used are on my blog, which I will link in the description below, and there's also a materials list below as well that can take you straight to the product shops. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I've had such a great time with this chalk mousse. I'm so excited. In fact, I've never been more excited about a project launch in all of my crafting time, and I hope that you are too. Have a great day, everybody.